it's time to take a look at the motor. Before we can do wiring, we gotta determine a couple things. According to the original diagram, which I've got up over there on the big screen, the motor should fit in with its leads towards the front. So now I want to confirm that is correct. How do I do that? Okay, first we're going to set up a worm gear. All right. So there is a tiny thrust washer that's plastic. I'm going to get that guy. And maybe it's just going to be a wet finger, like that, and then put him on. There. Okay. Now, Marvel Air Tool Oil. Tiny dot on my number 17 here. Just like that. A little bit. Right there. Put his bearing on. Okay. That's all you need. Then we need just a little bit back here. We got enough of a drop left. Put them in right there. Just like that. Okay, that worm is mostly ready. Let's take a truck. Just put them in here. I'm going to take the ready lube, which, like I said, you might be getting Valvoline or Mag 1. They're all red lithium. I'm going to take that much. I'm going to take that much, and I'm going to wipe it right there, right in the middle, just a little bit. That is all that you need. That is more than enough. It's plenty. Okay, now I'm going to try to determine if I turn this, which way are the wheels going to go? Okay, so now by turning the worm, I know that the wheels are going to go forward. Turning to the right, the wheels go to the right. That's what we want. That means the motor, ideally, this should be the right rail. That should be the left rail. Red wire, black wire. Okay, so let's put it in our little guy here. Wait, oh, I can't do that yet. Because in there, if you can barely see, there's a bearing right there. There's another one over here. We need to get a dot of air tool oil on this motor. Just a dot. If we can get him down there, we get him right on that shaft, right at that bearing, just like that. That's all you need. That one's good. Now this one, it's exposed. This one's going to be harder, even though it's exposed. There's a collar around it. So let's get our dot. And find that guy. Hold it. Should be the back guy, right? Yep. Okay. Okay, now let's get our dot. Get it on right in there. Yep, just like that. Just that much. That's all you need. That is more than plenty. It's going to improve this motor tremendously. So let's put him in the bench vise. If this guy will, if I can hold him in here by his feet, nice and tight. Oh, not very tight. We got to get him in here and hold him good because we're going to test him. We might have to use the other one, but no, I think we can do this. All right, he is very slippery. He is very slippery and does not want to be held nicely. No, he does not. Oh my Lord. Okay. Now get in there. Oh, that's why. Okay, he's got a little thing on him. All right, so then down you go. I like to hold them by their holder if I can so that I'm not putting any pressure on the motor housing while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, and then that guy, well, it shouldn't matter if just one side is touching the vise. I don't think he's going to short. but he is not going to get into his spot. Okay. I think just one side on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take the good old Tech 2 right there. I'm going to test him for direction. All right, so I have this set up. The yellow wire should go here. And so the yellow is standing in for red, the blue is standing in for black. All right, get on there. Okay. Now, I've got the arrow set to the right. This is red wire, black wire. This is direction of travel. That should turn towards me. And it does. Okay, he's turning towards me. Good. So we got the right setup. Okay, now that we know for sure, that's the way to test it, and you can work him in like that. This guy has probably worked in pretty good because he has done some very hard work. Now we're going to take our tester right there. He's set at 6 right now. Let's dial him down. Okay, now he's at 0. Do the same thing. Let's find out some stuff about this motor. Okay. So there he's set up. Let's get him turning. There's 1.6. There's 3 volts. Oh, he's turning. Okay. Okay, we got him at 2. He's turning, and this is what he's drawing. 2 volts. He is drawing 0.043 amps. And as you can see, this number fluctuating. As these run in, it's going to stabilize. Or it's supposed to stabilize. Whoops. Okay, so now let's dial them up. There's roughly 9 volts. He's drawing 0.06 and falling. Okay, he draws about twice the power of a Rev 1 motor. But look at him start to stabilize. That is the air tool oil on the bearings. Alright, so we can run him in a little bit. Let's take him up. There's roughly NCE layout power. Not too bad. Let's see what happens if we stall on him. He's 1.5. So at maximum speed, if he stalls, he's going to go over the limit. All right, let's bring him up to my layout power. Still drawn 0.08 under no load. All right, let's run him around 7-8 volts. Let's see what happens. Under heavy load, he's going to draw some power. Stall. Not going over 1 amp. That's good. So there it is. We got some info about this motor. It's totally usable. So we'll let him run for a bit, and then we can move on to the next step. But we had to test the motor to make sure we're doing the right orientation. That when in DC, arrow to the right, locomotive moves to the right. Red wire on the right side, black wire on the left side. That's how we do it.